Snap inquiry into Labour's proposed hate speech laws continues in Canberra today. Our political correspondent Cameron Reddin is across this and joins us live now. Cam, the government in close consultation with Jewish leaders over this bill, and there is concern about a carve-out for religious texts.
Yeah, it is a provision in the proposed laws, Alex, that would effectively exempt preachers or anybody else from punishment under the new hate speech laws if they are directly quoting from a religious text. The Prime Minister earlier this week pointed to the Old Testament as an example. He says we want people to be able to teach from their texts, to read them and understand them. But he says it's when some texts are perverted and used for means other than teaching to target particular groups that's where the problems arise. So in practice, it would see people being able to read from, say, the Quran, the Bible, the Torah, take your pick. But the Prime Minister says earlier this week that this would not be effectively a cover to allow that to be used for other reasons to target particular groups. So the fine print of this law being examined in a Snap inquiry at the moment. Many of the faith leaders will front that committee today. Yesterday, we heard from the security agencies, including the AFP and ASIO. At the end of the day, the National Socialist Network, which was the group behind a rally outside New South Wales Parliament last year, a neo-Nazi group, announced that it would be disbanding before these laws come in, citing that the ability for a Home Affairs Minister to designate hate groups that would then be banned, you couldn't fundraise for them, you couldn't be a member, it would be illegal to recruit for them, for example. They say they could no longer exist. There have been concerns about sending those groups underground, but the ASIO Director General says they were prepared for it and will still be monitoring those groups, even if they're no longer in a formal capacity.
Yes, there is a risk they go underground, but our job is to find the people who are hiding themselves in society, and we're good at that. We actually did think about what happens if this group is banned, but of course the individuals don't cease to exist. They're still there in society, and obviously the problematic ones we will continue to watch if they continue to be problematic.
Labor wants to vote on its suite of new laws when Parliament returns here in Canberra next week. They'll need the support from either the Greens or the Coalition to get this through. Neither of those have indicated yet what their position will be, but already we are seeing some members of the Coalition break away ahead of what the parties have decided, saying that they will not support these laws on either hate speech or a gun crackdown.
I have absolutely no intention, regardless of the position adopted by the Coalition, frankly, of supporting this bill and all of the hate crime stuff that goes with it. We have enough laws on the books in this country.
Look, I've read the bill last night and I can't support these laws, Joel. They're the biggest attack on free speech since Robert Menzies tried to ban the Communist Party.
These hearings, Alex, return today in Canberra around 11:30 this morning.
OK, thanks, Cam. That's Cameron Reddin reporting from Canberra.